Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Time. So today I definitely have a different type of video for you guys, but I'm very excited to start this kind of series. This is going to be the first of many videos that you're going to see on my channel, going into depth and into detail about what I've been learning about Masternodes. But we're going to start this journey out with teaching you guys the basic things you're going to need to know in order to invest into Masternodes the smart way and to have the least amount of risk if that's possible. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. I'm really excited to share my research with you, and let me know, of course, in the comments if you guys enjoy this video, if you want to see more things like this, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new. So let's get into the first rule here. Okay, come on, let's get into the first rule here, which is the golden rule. And now don't let this tip be an indicator of what's to come, because obviously this rule is very well known, but I have to say it because it just needs to be reiterated, and that is only invest money you can afford to lose. Now, of course, you hear that when investing into traditional cryptocurrencies, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, etc., etc. But with Masternode coins, it's even taken to a new level above ICOs with how risky these products are. And we'll get into the risk, we'll get into why they're so risky, but I highly advise you to make sure you're aware of this risk before getting involved, as well as do not sell your other positions to get involved in Masternodes. I would not recommend taking portions of your portfolio and liquidating them in order to get involved into Masternodes, because I'm telling you, this is a very risky space, and you need to be aware of that before going in further. So that is the first rule. Make sure you know the risk associated with the Masternode space before getting involved. Now the second rule is tools, and this is a big one. So the first tool we're going to look at is called Masternodes Online. And basically what it is it lists the Masternode coins. It lists by price, the 24-hour change, the volume, the market cap, ROI, which is, this is based annually, nodes, so the current Masternodes running, the number of coins, or we call this collateral, needed to run a Masternode, and then the current Masternode worth. So let's take a random coin here. We'll go with high temperature coin. This has been a actually really great gainer for me over the past week. I'm very happy with how this has performed. But so we'll take high temperature coin for example. You need 7,000, or the Masternode is worth $7,000. You need 50,000 tokens in order to run the Masternode, and those tokens go for 14 cents a piece right now. So if we click on the token, we can see daily income, weekly income, monthly income, and yearly income. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now before we get started, these are, I don't want to say very inaccurate, but they change all the time. I mean, this could be $900 today, and it could be $600 tomorrow. Masternodes.online tries to be as accurate as it can, but the volatility in the Masternode market in terms of reward, in terms of what those rewards are worth, is extremely volatile. So, you know, these are rough estimates, and if it stays stable, you could make this, but I've very rarely seen yearly income ever be accurate. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at these stats. You know, these are not guaranteed numbers at all. Of course, high temperature coin right now looks like an insane investment. You get your ROI in 8 days right now. This is actually, like I said, been a very consistent investment for me. But on Masternodes Online, like I said, you can see these listings, the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly income. You can see the current price, the current volume, the market cap, the 24-hour change, although I don't know why that's bugged right now. You can also see, like we looked at, the ROI, so how long it's going to take you to earn back your money for that Masternode. You can see the paid rewards, average Masternode reward frequency, active Masternodes. This is very important. We're going to talk about that soon. The supply, etc., etc. You can see a chart in terms of the price. And there's a couple other important pieces of information here, like the Genesis block, which we're going to talk about later. But that's Masternodes.online. Now, there's also Masternodes.pro, as well as CryptoCoins.net, and these are all just listings of Masternodes. These feel a little bit more spammy to me. I don't really like using these two because they use so many advertisements. There's pop-ups and things like that. Just my opinion. If you guys like this layout better, go ahead for it. You know, it doesn't really matter which one you use. I just prefer Masternodes.online because it doesn't feel as spammy to me, I guess. And then Live Coin Watch is another very important tool, because a lot of these coins aren't going to be listed on CoinMarketCap, but they are going to be listed on Live Coin Watch. So I would recommend getting used to Live Coin Watch, as well as I kind of like the UI a little bit better than CoinMarketCap. It just lists a little bit more in-depth detail, 24-hour high, 24-hour low, 24-hour range, all-time high, etc., etc. It has a little bit more detail, as well as it has exchange details. So that's important to me. I would check out all 4 of these, see which one out of these 3 you like, and then just go with that. Like I said, it really doesn't matter too much as long as you get the information. So with that being said, those are the tools you're going to be using throughout your Masternode journey. Now, the third thing we're going to talk about is volume, and I cannot stress enough how important volume is, because if there's no volume in the token, you're not going to be able to sell it. If nobody's buying it, how can you sell it, right? So all of these tokens or all of these coins on the front page all have decent value, because the list is sorted by volume right now from highest to lowest. So all of these coins you see with 100,000, 90,000, etc., 24-hour volume, that's fine. That's fine to go with. My usual golden rule is that the 24-hour volume is at least 3 to 5 Masternodes. So if we go on the second page and we start going down here, or even if we go on the third page, right? Let's take Z-Core, for example, right? So the volume is $1,000. The Masternode costs $500. The volume is only 2 Masternodes. So that's very, very little volume to go around if you're trying to sell your rewards. But it gives 300% ROI, right? So imagine trying to be competitive with these guys with having, oh my goodness, having 111 nodes being ran and trying to sell any of your rewards in a market that only has $1,000 worth of volume, right? So if there's no volume, you cannot sell, therefore you cannot make money. Any of these coins on like the 4th page, etc. So that's mostly the reason I try to stay on the first page and only look at tokens on the first page. I'll go into the second because you can find projects that are either coming forward, and that's something where volume gets into a gray area. You know, if a project just starts out and you think it has a lot of potential, obviously if it's just starting out and not a lot of people know about it and nobody's buying it, it's not going to have volume. However, if you go into these coins in the 4th and 5th page where you see, you know, their Genesis block was, where is the Genesis block? Genesis block was 65 days ago, yet the current volume is $25. Like, I mean, you guys get what I'm saying, right? So volume is very, very important. You need to look into volume before making any investment, because if nobody's buying it, you can't sell it. Therefore, you're just going to waste your money on the Masternode. So with that being said, that is number 3 for you guys. Can I get back to the PowerPoint? Jeez. And now number 4 is timing. So Masternodes are very, very dependent on when you get in and when you get out, because for the most part, these really aren't going to offer you a lot of use outside of making money. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys and act like I'm here for a Masternode use case, because I'm not. I'm buying up Masternodes and I'm running Masternodes for the rewards and for the money that I can make and for the passive income. So timing is very, very, very important. So let's look at a coin called Merc, for example. I call it Merc. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Now, this project really grinds my gears, because I was going to buy a Merc Masternode at $500. It's now worth 4.5K. So definitely missed out on that one. It really pisses me off even looking at this thing. But this is a great example of timing, right? So if I would have gotten in, I think it was, I have notes here somewhere. Yeah, on 6/3, you can actually see the note right there if it focuses. But on 6/3, which was about 4 days ago, I could have invested at $500 per Masternode, and I would have came out with $4,000 profit. Not even by getting the rewards, which I would have gotten $500 a day for running. Not even the rewards. I would have made a $4,000 gain just by buying and selling the Masternode, and that's the potential here. However, timing was huge here, as you guys just heard. If I would have bought 4 days ago, I could have made a huge gain. Now, if I buy today at $4,500 and in 2 days the price drops significantly due to whatever, I'm going to lose all that money that I could have gained. However, I'm still going to be getting rewards. But you guys can see what I'm saying, where when these coins are first released, especially if they have a lot of hype behind the project, you want to get in early. And honestly, what I've been doing is try to get in as early as I can. And as soon as I've either doubled or tripled my investment, I just sell. I just sell it out. I sell the Masternode, I sell my rewards, I sell everything. So that's what I've been trying to do. That's what I want to do in the future. And I think that's probably the best decision for somebody like me who's not really looking for a longevity play here. I'm not looking to run a Masternode for a year, 2 years, etc. I'm simply looking to get in as early as I can to projects that I think have some kind of future and then make a flip on those. So timing is huge. You don't want to get in at the end because you're going to get dumped on. everybody's going to sell on you as you're buying up, and that's the last thing you want. I've seen it happen tons of times. Almost all of these coins in the top, or in the 5, 6, 7 page, these were all at one time, I'm sure, making people huge gains. And now look at them, right? Look at the volumes, $60, $30, $20. And that's the life cycle of these coins is so quick that you have to be really, really smart about when you get in and when you get out. And obviously there's coins that have longevity and there's coins that have done well over a long span of time. But the majority of these projects, you want to get in and you want to get out and make your money. So the last thing that I want to talk about here is going to be use case and community/activity. So like I said, I'm not going to lie to you guys and act like I'm in these masternodes for use case. And I don't like when I see people lie and act like they're in it for use case. Most, if not, okay, I'm not going to say all because I don't like to speak in absolutes, but most of these projects are in it for the only aspect, which is the masternode, right? They're going to act like they have a use case. They're going to talk to you like they have a use case. Oh yeah, we want to be used for microtransactions for soccer fields. I don't know, whatever, football fields if you're, don't live in America, because I know we're the ones that call it soccer. But you guys get what I'm saying. They're going to flaunt some kind of use case. Oh yeah, well, by the way, run our masternode, you can gain rewards. Hey, by the way, buy up our token because you can gain rewards, right? It's all, and they have to do that, right? Because if they just said, yeah, we're a masternode, we're trying to make money, nobody's going to buy into that because they're so blatant and so blunt, right? So they have to flaunt some kind of use case so it seems like a legitimate project. But even though most of these are not legitimate projects, you can still make a lot of money buying these masternodes. And even like we just saw with Merck, right? I could have bought that masternode for $500. I don't even like thinking about it. But that's what I'm saying. You could simply buy the masternode or buy the tokens for the masternode, hold it for a couple days, and you could potentially make $4,000. Like, it irks me, but you guys get what I'm saying about use case, right? They're going to flaunt the use case, but all in all, the use case really is not going to matter. What's going to matter is the community and the activity behind the token. And I've seen that over the months that I've been doing this research. Time in and time out when these coins are released, it's the activity and the community that matters. So I'm going to give you guys an example for this. Deviant. So Deviant was a huge project about a week ago. The ROI was absolutely insane. It's still pretty good at 200%, almost 300%. But about, I want to say a week and a half ago, Masternode cost about $20,000. Weekly income was, I think, like 20, it was in the high 20s. And daily income was in the high thousands. Or no. Monthly income was in the high 20s to 40s. And then daily income, I know, is like almost $1,000. And look how much it's dropped since. But the reason it got so big is because it was overhyped. Right, there was a bunch of YouTubers making videos about it. There's a bunch of really big Twitter accounts tweeting about it. And so the community started going in. And I'm in their Discord right now. I'm not going to pull up my Discord, but I'm in their Discord right now. And there's always people talking in their Discord. There's constant communication. Now, obviously, this token has fallen and the ROI has fallen really significantly since that point. But that's what I mean in terms of community. Like community, the support behind the project are what's going to push it. And the people investing in the project, right? Pushing the volume, pushing the price. That's what's going to affect it, as well as these masternodes sort of protect price in terms of everybody has their collateral, which is the amount needed. So if say 5,000 dev, everybody has that 5,000 dev locked up, and they're not selling it, they're not buying it, nothing's happening to it. So the prices, in a way, are sort of protected as these masternodes go up and as price goes up and up and up and up. Usually people will wait till a certain point to sell. So a lot of the times you'll see these prices very inflated because they're protected by the collateral of the masternodes. As well as with Dev, there was about 200 masternodes when the daily income was like $1,000. Now there's double that plus some. So obviously that's a factor. The amount of active masternodes is a huge factor. But that's kind of all I have for you guys for this basic overview. I know I crammed a lot into one video. This is probably going to be one of my longest videos on my channel. But I really hope that you guys got at least some kind of value out of this. I know at some points I was all over the place. I have a lot of information that I've been accumulating over the past couple of months, and I really want to get it out to you guys as quick as I can, but I know I need to pace myself. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm having a great time doing research on masternodes. Hopefully I will have the series started soon where we can check into my daily profits and my weekly profits, running certain masternodes and working with certain projects. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found something out of this. Hope you guys gained something out of this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, everybody. See you.